Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel and Total War Pharaoh Dynasties as we continue our Agamemnon campaign, and so far we have managed to do pretty well in establishing our dominance in the southern part of Greece, and at this point I'm thinking that we are getting closer and closer to attacking and taking over Troy. I'm not sure that invading the north will be something which it will definitely not be the primary objective. I'm thinking maybe a secondary, maybe have a secondary army. Once we secure this western part of Greece, since we have a few enemies, we have no more allies in the area. I'm thinking taking them over, securing this area. Maybe we will have an army advancing to the north. But I guess I also have to think, and this is something which I don't know about, we have to think about the sea people, those pirates. I'm not sure in Egypt, in the campaign with Ramses, they usually appear somewhere here in the Mediterranean. Now, I don't know in Dynasties whether that changes in any way, where they would be arriving maybe somewhere from the west part of Europe. It might be a possibility. Just a thought at the moment, we might need to leave one army to defend this area as we are moving with another army towards the north, trying to secure more territories. Now, just looking from this map, I'm guessing that these cities right here are pillars of civilization. Maybe that could be something. Over on this, around this area, and I'm thinking that this right here, if I'm not mistaken, it's Mount Olympus. So I am curious to actually move towards the north to this area to see if there's a special monument. That is one of the things which I was looking for, in integrating the Agamemnon, the Greek campaign, into Total War Pharaoh. I want to build the same kind of monuments that we have in Egypt with the Grand Pyramids, obelisks, and all those settlements. So all those monuments. And that's what I've been looking for. Now we have nothing of sorts in the southern part of Greece, which partially I think it's a missed opportunity. But Mount Olympus in this time should have a monument, a multi-phase monument building. That's what I'd be thinking. I'm gonna jump into it and hope for the best. But for today, we are still fighting the Boeotians. They have one more settlement to secure. They still have Ajax as army leader. One weird thing happened during the last episode. I married Menelaus with one of the daughters from who is this? Dionysius. And Menelaus left the court, I am guessing, to join them, which is a bit weird. Because, marrying your daughter to someone else's general removes the daughter from your court and sends it to them, and marrying your general to their daughter sends the general to them. I didn't expect that, to be honest. That doesn't seem the way that it would happen, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there's something more to it than I know. Either way, we are preparing over here, like we're waiting for this turn to end, and I believe we're gonna attack Thebes with these two armies. Ajax is still weakened, as you can see, and he's not inside the city, which is a bit weird. He should remove this army in order to work with Ajax. I am thinking that one plan that I could have is that I could use one army in order to besiege the city, and then Ajax would reinforce. But while the city is besieged, I could attack with this secondary army, and because the city is besieged, they will not be able to reinforce Ajax. And I think that I can take him down that way.
I'll do it right.
As far as settlements go, I can upgrade Athens to the next level, and that might not be a bad idea. I will do it. Just because we need to defend the area. I want to keep Athens. I will want these territories as well, because the closer we have villages or territories to Troy, right, to the edge of the water, the quicker it will be for us to muster an army and actually send it forward. Movement has been quite good overall, so moving armies hasn't been a hassle. Maybe it won't matter too much. What do I want to do here? Well, I can build these buildings. And to be honest, I have a bit of a problem with the buildings. Because there's nothing unique to it. I mean, when I'm looking at some of these territories, well, I guess I can build wood buildings and some other food buildings in farmland. So maybe it's not totally lost. I wanted to say that I'm not too happy with some of these buildings that we have for food production and all that. It doesn't seem like super unique. It doesn't seem like I can do a whole lot. What's this? Obelisk. So this one gave me legitimacy, happiness, influence, and once again happiness to adjacent provinces. But this one provided me with reduction in cost for buildings, which I should have thrown in a lot earlier. Either way, I think I'm pretty much done. Do I have any more court actions?
Your peers, know that you insult the dignity of my court.
So let's end the turn. Ajax has moved forward in order to raid us, which is very dumb of him. I can see how they would need the resources, but I really think it's very dumb of him. This will not allow him to replenish any troops. And I think that we might have enough with Agamemnon to break him, especially now that we have the fear ability. Outside of his medium axeman, there's nothing else that I'm fearing. Let's see, your administration has changed. As your marcher or loss, generals and armies and your domain size and sophistication change, its need for resources and its capability to sustain itself will shift as well. Okay, so we do have administration somewhere. It is not here.
Let my enemies beware.
Victory objectives, we have nothing new there. Diplomacy, I don't think matters. Local deities court.
The kingdom's fate rests on your willingness to work together.
So he's trying to discredit us. Come on, we're friends, dude. And he's doing a... He's doing another plot. Let's see. Gossip? He's trying to discredit us. Discredit 5.
Court matters immensely,
so this will be a lot higher in success chance. We lost some legitimacy because we gave him legitimacy. So that's why his success chance went up. Well, I'm still hoping that we can make friends in the long run. This is our family right now. Orese is our scion. If we were to arrange marriage, what do we have? A pious zealot, ardor +3, and dull-witted. Let's do this. I mean, those extra stats, I am super happy with. But can we see administration anywhere? Stats? Administration tier, yes. From 110... Oh, it's up here. So at this point, we're using more bronze, more foods, but take less attrition damage faction-wide. Okay, I am okay with that. So we're gonna go higher and higher in cost, but as we grow, we're actually getting a bunch of bonuses. We're losing less from attrition, which I think it's a really nice thing to have. Just as a general idea, right? Your army is super professional, you are prepared, you are pushing forward. You have the empire to keep this going, to keep the war going. I can see why we have so much bronze and so much food in our region. as it seems like costs will go up tremendously, but we will also be gaining extra movement at sea. We'll get a lot of replenishment as well. I like this mechanic. I believe that this might actually play to speed up. It's that end part where you are pretty much steamrolling everything, and I think that this mechanic might help with speeding up certain boring parts. Okay, so we cannot recruit troops in this area. Yeah, we have to stay around here.
Serve with honor.
Sure, then I will retreat.
No rest yet.
We cannot recruit during this turn, but we'll stay still and we'll recruit during the next one.
With Athena's blessing.
There are a bunch of armies here.
Let's talk things over.
Are they at war? They are at war with the Boeotians. So maybe they are going towards them. I'm hoping that they're going towards them. Otherwise, we're a bit in trouble. Now let's see.
Let me at them.
I cannot reach Thebes with this army yet.
The mighty
I can reach Ajax, and he should be tired. He's gonna be winded.
Take them down.
I believe that he's gonna retreat. I don't see him staying still here. Can he not retreat? I mean, I'm not even going to bother with this battle. We're just gonna enjoy this cinematic. Great.
Remember this day.
So do I want the food? I guess I do want the food.
Mercy has its place.
And I can now besiege Thebes.
Break through their defenses.
They do have a lot of troops. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to succeed in stopping them from attacking us.
Battle calls.
We'll sack this outpost. I could actually raise it, because I don't think I need it.
We will win through.
I could try to go in a forced march here, just enough to discourage him. And then I'm thinking that maybe I can raise this one.
Massacre the lot.
Right, so we removed one of his defense.
Who's looking for a fight?
I'm gonna go, as I said here, with
Hit the road.
forced march.
Fall upon them.
I am
Offer their
now,
offspring.
I am now in reinforcement range, although I wouldn't want to bring these troops over. We're gonna run away if we're getting
Nations will
attacked.
Bring them down.
And I think that that's about it on that side. Let's take a look at the rest of the settlements and try to figure out what we want to do next. In Mycenae, we're going to go with the Temple of Zeus to the next level. In Sparta, we're gonna get a bit more food from the sea. In Athens, we're already working. Go forward. How much do we need for these ones? 3? If I don't build a temple, can I upgrade this? Yes, I can. What would it cost me to rush it? 260 gold. I'm gonna do that. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to start recruiting higher level troops here. And I want to do it in a shorter time too. Athens could get some extra food. So let's do that. We're working on stabilizing a few things. I could even build a monument, right? So let's do that. He is attacking us. They will be tired. This one will be strong. This one will not be strong. It says that we have a huge bonus to our power. Let's see what we can do.
Awaiting orders.
I am thinking that I'll retreat the troops. I'm really worried about those chariots, to be honest, especially on our tired troops. With the rest of them, let's say that I can overwhelm them with numbers and maybe with the different ranged attacks that we have available. Yeah, I believe that this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to wait for reinforcements and we're gonna mix them up in such a way that we can try to not get overwhelmed here.
Masters of war.
Wanna bring spears like so.
Forward we go.
Then we'll take our ranged troops. I think I'm gonna put here, I'm going to throw the archers here. We're gonna take javelins and have them on the flank. And given that they don't have a huge amount of units, we can gather all of them on one side. Like in total they would make 2 units of javelins, and I think it's better to keep them focused. Then we have the generals.
Into position.
Together with some of these elites.
Masters of war.
They will probably be our largest damage dealers.
Leave their bodies for the crows.
Young spears, let's bring them to the side. I think it might be even a good idea to split them up, right? Bring some young spears on this side. Chariots are tired. I'm gonna try to keep them out of the way until later on in the battle. I'm going to bring in
Trained and ready.
some of these clubmen like so. This will allow us to bring the rest of the troops on this side.
Forward march.
Combat ready.
And we still have a few militia units, which are tired.
The men are flagging.
And because there we have young spears, more young spears, I think I'm gonna bring the militia somewhere here. Right, we're gonna try to support like this front line. I think I am happy with this formation. I'm trying to figure out how to block these 2 chariots. These 2 chariots, especially with some of these defleeted front line, I think they will hurt a lot. I don't think they hurt in all situations. I think they hurt less when I control them. Don't think I can control them as well as the AI does. Well, there's fog now. But you know what I could do? I am the defender. But they do have
Your general is under attack.
superiority in numbers. Yeah, look at this. I am going to sit still.
There they are.
Spears.
We need to be braced here. Well, look at that. Yeah, they did some damage on us already.
Our foes in sight.
Let me take these archers and focus on
Your hidden
on their
units
chariots.
stand revealed.
And we'll take the rest of the troop and go around. I'm gonna try to get to his ranged troops. We'll take these clubmen
Javelins, prepare.
and we're gonna go once again. We're hunting their ranged troops because with the rest of the units, like the young blood, the young spears, one thing that they have which is great, is those abilities to deal a lot of damage, be lethal, have lethality to them. Okay. So far, yeah, those chariots did a huge amount because we were not braced with the young spears. They did a lot of damage to us. It's not great. Let's bring you around. Let's try to push the chariots forward as well for ourselves. Look, the chariots are free, which is annoying. Now let's try to target his chariots with our javelins, maybe. You fire over here. Let's get our troops, some of our elite troops in the mix here.
All fall before me. Moving up. Spears.
Let's bring you around.
Attack.
Bring you here.
Good order. Destroy
Let's
the
see, where are we at? You stay on those chariots. You go after those javelins.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
You will beg for mercy.
Nice, 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 nice. We're doing well here. Let's try to turn around.
Move up.
Let's throw javelins at his generals.
Let's see blood. Bows at your command. Of course. Loose
Okay,
symbolic.
I'll bring these archers around here. Let's bring those units in the back of these ones. We're gonna go for direct shot. And then start firing at his general.
Your fear makes you babble.
Wipe them out!
On the move.
Your warriors are wavering.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. We're still running after them, but we have caught some of their units. We're still trying to break these chariots.
Foes beware.
Where are our chariots? Oh, we still have them. Yay.
Attack.
Well, let's see if I can deal some damage somewhere.
With me, charioteers. In good order.
Charioteers, I want you to come around here, and I actually want you to go in the back of these Achaean runners. Because I am curious whether we could
Is
deal
within your grasp.
a good charge. This one was actually very effective. Which is beautiful.
Ready to fire.
Now I don't have a lot of troops here to stop their generals from running away. I would like to take them out, to be honest. And I would like to cause as many casualties as possible.
Victory! Thank the gods! Move up! Wreak havoc!
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Don't
You
hold
go after
back.
this general.
Ready to serve!
I want some of these units to do the same. Actually, we'll take the chariot to go after this one. And we're gonna pay some special attention over here.
Aimed and ready! Archers loose! I advance!
Good. One general is down. We're gonna break some of these axes on the retreat with our chariots. I don't see the other general, so I'm thinking we took him out. And if we're lucky, we're gonna take this one out as well. Nope, he has retreated. Well, 2 out of 3 generals, it's pretty good. I'm thinking at this point we might take on the replenishments. Even an 8% could be good. And maybe we can take on Thebes? But 4% is not even close to what I would like. More resources then. So now we're in this stance. I can remove myself from force march, and I guess we're just gonna auto-resolve. It's weird how confident the AI is on harder difficulties to take us on. Maybe it's because of their elite troops, maybe because they have those X-Men, they have those professional armies. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, the brown ones, when you look at the unit type and you see the brown color, it's sort of militia unit, right? Then you have the gray or the silver, which is professional army, and the golden ones are
I'm not impressed by what I
like
see.
these elites. Good, another ambition has been completed. Let's
Not a
see.
chance.
Over on this side. Where were we heading? We were heading towards Aspire? No, I think I wanted the Fear. I think I was going towards this, the Overseer of Sieges, maybe? I believe that that is the one that I've wanted. So we need 13 points here, and then we need to start throwing more points in our door. Do we have anything new? We have a tracker. We have an extra tracker. That's about it. So with
Let's
you,
make war.
I can go to encampment for now. Give you the tracker. I think I want to give you the large shield. Just because it means you are better protected against missiles. And at the same time, it seems like we are getting some extra, about 10 points of melee defense, which is good. Let's see.
Born for war.
With the extra point, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go with hit them hard.
Orphan their offspring.
Let's see. I don't think we're losing anything on this battle. No, we're actually losing a militia unit. But I believe that that is totally fine. We're about to replace them either way.
Prepare the victory feast.
And we're occupying
This
Thebes.
city is mine.
And that's it.
My reputation grows.
So now we have Thebes as well.
With Athena's blessing.
I'm not sure
With
exactly
Athena's blessing.
what their plan
I
is
cannot
here.
do it.
He's bringing a
afraid
20
I
stack
cannot.
army towards these territories here. Which means that it's time for us to double
Command me.
army back.
King Agamemnon.
Let's see, if I
Secure
double
perimeter.
time this march towards Siparisos, do I get replenishment
Fit to
if in the
fight.
city? Yes. Not a lot, but we are getting it. I think I want the replenishments next. So I'm gonna start investing in fortitude. It is a bit
That
of a
is beyond
problem
me.
that he went around us.
Companion of Ares. Remain focused.
Let's go to
Man the
Aegeon.
gates.
As 13 troops together with the general, we're going to be able to take down his army here. Now we
I
can't
rely
attack
on
him
your
yet.
strength. I
We'll
shall
definitely
bind you
want the
into an
axes
army.
first of all. 4 axes would be good enough. And I am thinking spears next. Spears and... rather than go... good missile... good versus missiles, high lethality. Excellent battle speed. Good versus very high lethality. Excellent battle speed. What's the lethality level? Let's see. So armor piercing and lethality is at 15%. $18. So which one is better in stats? The Achaean Hillmen, they have extra health. They have less armor but more morale. They have 13 extra melee attack and 7 extra melee defense. Yeah, definitely Achaean Hillman is something that we will want. And we're gonna bring in some extra
You
spears.
are my chosen. I'll win or die trying.
Scout, line of sight increased by 35%. I mean, better than nothing, sure. Let's go with another port in Fortitude and get this extra battle loot.
I'm definitely open to negotiation.
Okay, we're improving in relations, so maybe you won't declare war yet, but I don't really
I look
trust you.
forward to finding the best deal.
I really believe that we have to take these ones out. Not something which I wanted to control, but we might not have a choice. I would like to
accept that
be
words
friends
also
with
have their
Achilles.
place in war.
And they like us. How much would we don't have to pay you a whole lot to have at least a non-aggression to begin with. And we'll figure out how to go forward. Let's take a look at the court.
Speak honestly and weigh your words. I want a court worthy of the name.
Yeah. His chance of discrediting us is quite high. I could try to work towards him in order to discredit. We have very low chance of discrediting him. So I guess for the moment we'll gossip.
Courtly gossip reflects
Get a bit
poorly
more
on my
power.
discipline, yet I seem to like it.
And let's get these
You have
elite
given me ample
whatevers,
reason to oblige.
elite warriors, and check
Always
them
with
out.
honor.
So what? Champions of Troy. Ah, I see. So you get to recruit warriors, but from the region that that person has the position of, right? What are underdogs? This unit thrives when fighting multiple enemy units. The upkeep is not crazy. It's high, but it's not crazy. They do cost gold. Trojan princes. What is their lethality here? 12%? Quite high. Even in melee, they're decent. Shooting while moving. Okay, that is great actually. Masterful bows. This unit ignores a portion of the enemy's armor when calculating lethality chance. Club and shield. Armor breaker. These are interesting units all around. What about these spears? Immune to psychology. So they would fight it to the death. Now I am thinking that maybe I recruit one of these clubmen in this army. I don't want to bring all of them. But for
Serve
the
with
moment
honor.
we're gonna bring these ones on. And we shall see what we do in the future. For you, let's keep going with the Temple of Zeus. I believe we still have that discount for temples.
It will be epic.
How many regions of food we have? Only one. So this might not, the extra food here might not be the best. So we do have quite a few food buildings. Sorry about that. I needed
Not
to
really an
sneeze. Shall we throw more food here? Sure. And we can do another building. Yeah, we can get these olive groves here. Can't do anything else in Thebes. But I can do one more thing here in Sparta. And that's to get this. Get the extra movement on land or reduce the cost of outposts. No, I don't care about that. Let's just get the olive groves and we'll figure out what we do with this city in the future. I think we can also make this area a bit more productive. Let's see. Decrease wood production. We don't have a lot of it. 10% will be quite high. But produce more food. We're not there yet. More recruitment costs but increased happiness. I don't think we will care about that. Let's just get the extra resources and leave it at that.
Should you insult your peers, know that you insult the dignity of
Can
my
we do
court.
the goal? Unity is at 0. Does that mean that... So we cannot host the games because we're on cooldown, right? And I'm guessing that in order to increase unity, we have to have factions being alive. That seems to be the case. Which means that we have to target factions which we want to keep alive. For example, we want to be friends with Achilles, and we're going to help Achilles. But what other factions are we going to keep alive? That is the question. I don't like any of the neighbors on the island. These ones have enough armies. I will take a look at diplomacy. Okay, so he has done some damage to one of our monuments. He's sacking. He's playing this smart. And what I am thinking at this point is my next 2 armies might be raiding parties. You know, 10 units or less, things like that. I don't care to give you any power.
That is not possible. I'll break the enemy.
We're 1 turn away from actually causing him a lot of damage. But let's not rush. We're gonna take some damage in the process, but we're fine. We're gonna be okay. 4 spears. We already have 1 spear, so we're gonna remove 2 of these, and then we get Tuoki and Hillman. And I believe that this army is elite,
Go down in history. I cannot
and
do
it's
it.
going to help us a lot.
Given the situation, I'm glad we're talking now.
You are moving armies forward for no apparent reason. I don't like it.
The lion of Mycenae.
In Thebes, go to the next level. I am going to keep him here. Let's see, court action, where are we with...
Your words.
He was successful in discrediting us. How annoying. Get a free use of the embezzled plot. Yeah, I guess for the moment we're just going to gossip here.
You are a good example of Mycenaean independent thought, my peer.
And let's try to get the
With
piety.
this, you have the upper hand, Mycenaean. Not against me, I hope.
Okay, we are now at level 3 with Zeus, meaning that we get a lot of extra missile damage, aura size, reduce fatigue build-up, morale, happiness, and construction costs for management and administration buildings all around, or where we have shrines. We need to do prayer in order to get the fatigue. We're 2 turns away from getting another god.
Heed my will.
And at this point I don't see anything else except for constructing building. Let's see, outpost damage. Sure, we can repair it at this point, if they don't destroy it entirely. For this region, let's keep increasing gold first. We're gonna get more food since we need it. I am going to take Thebes to the next level. And we need to think about happiness here in Athens. I'm gonna take down these buildings. Maybe not all of them, because I need to throw in something which will give us happiness. The production to all resources does not matter right now.
I'll do it right.
There it is. One more turn. One more turn of patience, and now I can turn and fight our enemies to the west. And I think, yeah, during the next turn, now I can also organize the Olympic Games. I really don't like the moving of their armies. And this guy is really annoying and sacking our buildings. He's gonna destroy this one as well. I think I want to build an obelisk in every region to increase that legitimacy. Let's see, choose an ambition. Get your faction adopted into the royal dynasty. Now I don't know exactly what this is, what this mechanic is, and how to do it. Contain units, this could be good. Conquer a sacred Aegean land. We'll try to get these units. 1500 gold is not nothing. It would double the amount of gold that I have now, that I've gathered until now.
I'll make my mark!
Let's see. If I go here,
We're on the move!
I'm gonna try to go into an ambush stance, which I believe I should be able to do, yes.
Ambush positions.
And over on this side, I'm going to build, not an obelisk, but let's do one of these, because I'm guessing he's gonna destroy that shrine. Gonna go ahead and build another obelisk there. I think in Calydon we should be building one as well. But let's do it slightly more inland. So, and Athens, yeah, we have everything we need there.
Duty first.
I hope this will be a productive discussion.
Why are you here? That is my question. I don't see you being at war with anyone.
Born for war.
Everybody is marching through our land and I don't like it at all. I'm gonna go to Corinth because I will want to change these armies. We're gonna recruit another general. This one is 21, he's young enough to live for a very long time. Can we recruit something special here? Not necessarily, but we can recruit at least higher levels. But probably bringing troops from my scene is better. Still, let's leave a general behind.
Companion of Ares.
No, we can actually recruit a lot. Why?
We will win through.
Because of this.
The Great Protector.
Okay, what do I want to bring? I guess
I seek
these swordsmen
warriors
are
with
really
hearts.
good. So we'll bring them to the battlefield.
Making my
With
mark.
you, I will have to replace your troops as well. But for the moment, let's bring you on this side. I believe we're going to declare war on them.
You can rely
And I don't
on
like the fact that they are here. The fact that they have these armies over on this side with no objective makes me feel like they have some interest. So because of that,
All hands.
I'm gonna try to get to them before they
We've
get to
docked.
us.
Man the gates.
Cool.
Undaunted.
Well, let's take a quick look here. Let's host games. I will be inviting...
Looks like a waste of time to me.
No, we're not inviting Athens. I will be inviting Aeolia. I'll be inviting Dionysius, and I will be inviting Knossos as well. As I said, I want them to be friends with us. I don't care about Roy. We will provide them with raptor bows, obsidian. Sure, we're going to give the spears away. Actually, I could give away some of these armors as well. Post games. Okay. Aegean Bond. Unity at 10. Post games for peace in diplomacy. Oh, and the higher we go, the more people we can call in. That is actually pretty cool. So we are expanding to our neighbors until we can invite all factions. Nice. Well, hopefully this one will stay around for longer.
Should you insult your peers, know
Lots
that you
in 2
insult
turns.
the dignity of my court.
I'm gonna try to counteract it in 2 turns there. Let's try to do a bit of gossip.
I am just the age where gossip
Someone is
comforts
he's
me.
trying to
I
embezzle.
needed it.
Let's see. Anything else? Building. You have unequipped stuff. Melee defense. Let's give him heavy armor, large shield. I guess a common spear because we gave the others away. And we'll leave it at that. As far as buildings go, Mycenae. More food. Sparta. More food here as well. In Thebes, we're already building. There's nothing that we can do. In Athens, we're gonna get more food. We wanted more happiness as well. So let's see. This provides us with happiness. We can go with artisans shop. So let's do artisans and let's also do olive groves. And then we can take this to the next level, which will provide us with more happiness. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I think we can stabilize Athens.
Gold-rich Agamemnon.
Let me think about recruiting troops over here, right? First of all, actually, what I
Eager
could
for
do
action.
is exchange
Rich
troops.
beyond compare.
So we're bringing this general here.
That will never work.
We're gonna bring this
Power
general here. We're
and
gonna
glory.
give the troops to him.
With
And
Athena's
then we can
blessing.
recruit a new army for Agamemnon. And I think I like that. That should be the cheaper version of what we're trying to do. Okay. I like that plan. And I'm hoping that you do too. Come on, give me an ambush battle. Yeah, of course they declared war on us. You know, when I said that they are moving without purpose, it was clear. It was definitely clear that they were going to be annoying. And we're gonna fight this. I don't think that they have enough numbers to where we should be worried about. We shall see.
Leave their bodies for the crows.
So he has most of his troops on this side. I don't see the others. There were clubmen in the army, so somewhere they're definitely present somewhere. Let's see. Armory. The armory repairs the armor of units for the side that holds it, and this is applied. Okay. The units in vicinity. And resources. Okay, so this one is morale. I want to let them inside the city. Let's see, I'll have the general here. I'll have a...
Waiting orders.
Not the spear unit, let's bring the young spears over here.
Spears.
We'll have the 2 spears on this side. I'm thinking that they'll be holding the line and repairing armor. Maybe I'll have another young spear here. Some reason. It's either that they will spawn here and we will have to move around, probably retreat to somewhere here to allow them to come in, or they spawn on this side, at which point I think I will allow most of the troops to rush. They'll probably rush that point. How usually it happens. That's why I'm thinking most likely that that's going to be the way to do it. Okay, so they're all there. They have enough missiles to where they present a problem for me. We're gonna try to break these ones as quickly as possible and then turn our attention to those. Because these are medium armored. Oh, they're rushing forward with their archers. Well, don't mind if I engage you.
Bows ready. Massacre them.
Your general is under attack.
But yeah, these are medium armored. If we can take these ones down, the light troops we have a better chance at taking out using,
Ready to serve.
you know, all of our troops or missiles and everything else. Now we're gonna rush here, trying to take out his ranged capabilities. I think we have to charge his general. Yeah, we're gonna turn the gears around because they seem to be
Trained and ready.
wanting to engage here. Let's fire on this clubman for now.
No mercy. I live.
Let's bring our general around. It seems like our young spears are taking a lot of damage, so I'm guessing that these swordsmen are actually strong.
Waiting orders. Foes beware. Spears.
Good.
Ready to serve.
Your warriors are wavering.
Well,
Forward now.
then let me retreat. Actually, no. You stay in battle. Let's fire with our archers.
Trained and ready. No mercy.
If we take out these generals, yeah, look at them. They're rushing and they're flanking at the same. I love this new mechanics. I really feel like the AI is behaving so much better than they used to. Let's turn our archers now. We're turning our archers and firing upon these light troops. They should be pretty much wasting them. Can even go with direct shot. Oh, we don't have the range yet.
I'll cut you to pieces.
You stay on him there.
The enemy general has perished.
Absolutely awesome. That's what we want to see. Time to go towards the other archers. You, just go forward here. Direct shot to these guys. I will retreat 2 units. Yeah, we'll still have to.
Laying claim to your victory point.
We'll still have to go forward there and fight for the city center. This is going to be huge for us. You can see how many.
Blacken the skies.
How much that general's death helped us here. We can rush towards him. Now we'll have to be careful because these are not dead. So they can return into battle.
By the gods, your warriors are rallying.
Nice. Okay, so far so good. Where is our rallying warrior? Here. You stay on these light warriors, make sure that they break and they don't return. Archers, fire upon these
Your
spears.
warriors are wavering.
Yeah, sure, but stay and do as much damage as possible. They are running away. Time to go towards those spears.
The enemy has lost the victory point.
There we go. So at this moment, I am interested in causing as much damage as possible. And there's no other way around it. Good. And I want these spears to be out. Those are enough troops to hold the line, and I do not want them in future battles. If one of their armies is in forced march, then we should be able to take them out fairly quickly with Agamemnon. That's it. Whew. We saved our settlement from an ugly ambush. But we were declaring war either way very soon, right? I was already marching towards the west. So this just saved us from having to declare war ourselves. We're on the defending side at this point, right? Should be pretty good. Maybe by taking him down, we can liberate. Maybe create back the faction that was there. 12% replenishments for the village, definitely good. There he is. On the march, the enemy failed to spot your ambush, and now you have the element of surprise. You know what? This is going to be it for this episode, but we're starting the next one with an ambush battle, the first one of the campaign. We can remove this annoyance from our life, and it should be pretty easy to do so. Plus, we're using professional warriors, which should pretty much destroy this army. But that's going to have to be it for today. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, do consider leaving a like, as it does help me, helps the channel grow. And until next time, I wish you all to have a wonderful day.